Now, spring might be done with us, but we are not done with it. When it comes to anime, if you're like me, you're always hungry for fresh stories, vibrant characters, and jaw-dropping animation. So don't you worry your little otaku selves about anything, cause man do I have a treat for you guys. Hey guys, I'm Frankenstein, and let's dive in.
お久しぶりです。青き月の魔女殿。
70年ぶりだな。良い眠りだったか?
At number 10 is Unnamed Memory, a mysterious witch, a cursed prince, braving dangers, and climbing a tower, all in the attempt to undo a curse. It might seem like a stock medieval fantasy with a hint of romance, and for the most part, Unnamed Memory does that, just with mixed results. But generally speaking, it manages to get its point across. Fantasy romance is one of those genres, and in a world that's weathered with the isekai wave of the 2010s, it feels refreshing to see a classic-looking medieval anime that's just that: an adult protagonist, no video game backdrops, no salaryman reincarnations, and a narrative that seeks to make a mark mainly through developing the characters and the mystery surrounding it. Instead of focusing on loads of clip-worthy showcases of power, Unnamed Memory is an okay watch on its own, fitting to be at the bottom of this list. For the most part, it carries itself well enough, but alas, the light novel, first courtesy of Studio NG, persists with rushed pacing, cut content, and the Unnamed Memory works best as it complements the source material or as a first foray in the genre.
娘にも魔の手を伸ばしているタンポポ。奴らの真実を暴きたいか。
Mission Yukura Family finds itself at the 9th spot. It features a large, over-the-top family of agents with some crazy circumstances like a forced marriage and supernatural elements thrown into the mix. That's Mission Yukura Family in a nutshell. While many have compared it to Spy X Family, besides the spy and family setting, I see them as quite different when it comes to goals, with one being more wholesome and this one leaning towards a more action-packed shonen. I guess the anime is a bit closer to Hitman Reborn in terms of comparisons. This pretty much sums it up and should help you decide if you want to pick up Mission Yukura Family. Much of the joy watching it comes from witnessing the fireworks. The anime continues to surprise with every episode by adding more and more to an already wild and colorful cast of characters, which never fails to keep me amused. Add this as one of the more anticipated titles entering the season, and while the show has settled into a modern reception, it still entertains with both its action and comedy.
れてるかもしれんが。
どうぞ、ご主人様。
これはあれだ。罠だ。
At number 8, we have Archdemon's Dilemma. At first glance, it doesn't seem to break a new ground on an all-powerful being buying a slave and realizing that both of them have feelings for each other, which is a common thread in isekai, especially those that emerged around the start of the 2020s. However, what the Archdemon's Dilemma has to offer has a lot to do with the focus on the relationship side of things. The main couple here is as awkward characters as they come, and seeing them open up and grow closer together remains to be one of the best reasons to pick this show up. They focus on sweet character dynamics without any overbearing plot, or a goal to distract from the building of the relationship itself. It wasn't exactly what I expected when I saw the cover, but here it is. It's more fitting for the romance tag, how fluffy things are, and seeing a show like this under the guise of a demon lord's power fantasy was actually a pleasant surprise.
これはただ酒を置く板、バーです。でもそこにバーテンダーがいるから。
If you need to wind down from all the anime craziness, this next anime is for you. Bartender, the first of 2 remakes, gracing our screen this season. Bartender is the definition of a chill anime, dark, elegant, and a journey into the depth of the heart. Instead of the usual stimulation from the most hyped action titles or the most heart-melting romances, Bartender aims to evoke a sense of tranquility, a calm, introspective mood that we don't get from anime often. It's a place for us to gather ourselves and think more deeply about life, free from the turbulence of the outside world. Now, with that in mind, Bartender definitely isn't a show for everyone. To those who are looking for stimulation and excitement, this anime may seem wandering and a bit down to earth, but that's perfectly fine. Like the different blends of alcohol, some are considered acquired tastes, and some that enjoy if you're specifically looking for it. That pretty much sums up my feelings about the anime. Our number 6 pick is Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night. Girl band Cry isn't the only music sensation spring has lined up for us. Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night is also here to join the party, taking fans to the vibrant and lively suburbs of Shibuya, and starring a cast of creatives banding together. Admittedly, the title left many people unsure of what to make it, and the vague premise caused some to overlook this anime, but after watching it though, I can say it's a hidden gem. It's great at capturing the intended emotional beats in the melodrama, and I recommend it to anybody looking for an anime that's sentimental in tone. Being an anime original, there's increased predictability in how this will go. It could rise up to the ranks and become the biggest underdog of the season, or it could crash and burn towards the end like Wonder Egg prior. So far, things are looking good for the show, and I look forward to maintaining that momentum. Although it was a decent watch, and I absolutely loved it, some people might disagree with that opinion, so we'll see what people think. It's still one of the hidden gems that you should go watch. Number 5 on our list is Girl Band Cry. I have a knack for getting into the music anime later than usual, and it's not exactly a bad thing. Having seen the anime has convinced me that it is a dark horse of the season. After the comedic impact of Mochiraki, a couple of years back, and surprisingly heavy drama of Bang Dream, It's My Go a year ago, Girl Band Cry finds itself comfortably nestled between the two spectrums. It tackles some grounded issues while hitting the mark with its rock songs, yet it also never forgets to lighten up things and remind people the joy of friendship that most are looking for. One dreaming about being an abbot. The CGI of Girl Band Cry is noteworthy to say the least. It's looking even more gratuitous than Migo, for example. If that doesn't bother you too much, however, make sure to give the show a try. It won't blow your mind, but as far as it being the latest entry in the musical group genre, it definitely has heart. Right at the doorstep of the top 3 is Spice and Wolf. Remakes can often be a hit or miss, as some attempts to follow the source material more closely may lose the charm and the heart of the original. Fortunately, Spice and Wolf doesn't suffer that problem. In fact, many subtle enhancements serve to keep fresh and appealing eyes for those who already watched the classic tale of economics and adventure. The world looks as lively and promising as ever, and the two main characters' banter never grows old. Watching this felt like a reunion between an old buddy after we've all improved ourselves over the years. If you haven't watched Spice and Wolf, this 2024 version remains a good entry point for the franchise. It recaptures the magic of the original while fitting right at home alongside with the blockbusters of 2024.
敬老ホロじゃ。わっちはてっきり主が来たものだとばかり思って、主も押すなら牙を研いで戦いに赴くのが当たり前じゃろう。
Now, if you guys are still here and haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Like I said before, I am trying to get to 1,000 subs and monetize, so every little bit helps.
俺たち怪人は世界征服に来たんだ。逃げ帰るのはもうやめだ。
Now, back to the list, and at our number 3 spot is Go-Go Loser Ranger. Go-Go Loser Ranger has a relatively simple premise. Think about something like Power Rangers, but the heroes aren't fighting for justice, but actually for their own enjoyment. Along the way, the monsters finally had enough, and it's time to end the charade from within. Thus begins the action story, where we get to see the villain's perspective for once. It gives us a very interesting lens from which to view the story, an underdog fighting back against the establishment. With some exciting fights and great character establishments, the show reveals the truth behind the supposed heroes and becomes one of the most entertaining anime in 2024. There's nothing too spectacular about Go-Go Loser Ranger, but it's a show that's truly more than the sum of its parts.
Arise.
Number 2 on our list is Solo Leveling. Now, if you guys don't know what Solo Leveling is, you must have been hiding under a rock. Solo Leveling is one of the best manhwa adaptations that I have seen in a while. And it's also my favorite manhwa of all time. I can reread that manhwa 8, 9, 10 times and not get bored at all. So when I found out that an anime was coming, you have no idea how excited I was for. Now our story focuses on Sun Jin-woo, the weakest E-rank hunter of all hunters, who enters a double dungeon and surprise surprise gets a system-like upgrade where he can level up and grow even more. We get to see the dark side of what it means to be the weakest and have a lot of people underestimate you. A lot of people will resonate with this, and I think if you haven't seen it, you should definitely go check it out. It is honestly, genuinely one of the best anime that has been released in 2024, and I'm pretty sure once the entirety of the anime is released, it will rank up there with AOT, Naruto, and others. And it's also one of the first manhwa that most people have read, so maybe this will get you into manhwa a little bit, and if that does happen, I'm a happy guy.
フォルティチュード 9.8! この反応は怪獣8号です！
And at number 1, taking the top spot is Kaiju number 8, our best anime of the new season of spring 2024. The premise of the main character becoming the very thing he's tasked to hunt and defeat may not be new by this time, but the anime keeps finding innovative ways to make the setup enjoyable to watch. People might find having an adult protagonist a nice change of pace. There's also a light-hearted direction the anime seems to take. Kaiju number 8 is more than just a monster mash. It places significant emphasis on comedy, making it clear that while it wants you to invest emotionally in the key moments, it doesn't want you to take things way too seriously. It's a popcorn entertainment at best. For anyone who wants to pick up a random new anime this season and is in the mood for some action, Kaiju number 8 is a great choice. Its plot is unique, and it has those Attack on Titan vibes without veering into the really serious philosophical territory. It's just straightforward, action-filled comedy fun.
体張って戦っただって防衛隊の第三部隊の一員なんだ
And there you guys have it, folks. The top 10 best anime of spring 2024. Which one caught your eye the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys have enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, mostly that subscribe button, for more anime recommendations and up. Thank you for so much, and I'll see you next time with more anime content. Until then, stay tuned and take care. Happy watching. Peace.